Near Swan and Allen, his cousin, Maynard Antunes, was sleeping one floor below. He tells TMJ4 News.
All I gotta say is, yes, just for you and I, he didn't deserve this.
Surveillance footage shows a shootout happening in the parking lot below the apartment. Zambrano's death marks the 8th homicide involving a minor in Milwaukee since January. Wyatt Brumar-Pooley, WTMJ News.
Nobody involved in the shootout has yet been arrested. The 2024 campaign in full swing this weekend, both President Biden and former President Donald Trump with busy schedules. CBS News correspondent Wendy Gillette.
Former President Donald Trump celebrated his 78th birthday at a campaign rally in West Palm Beach, Florida. He touched on the economy, inflation, and immigration before thousands of enthusiastic supporters.
We will seal the border, stop the invasion, and send Joe Biden's illegal aliens back home where they belong.
President Biden wrapped up his trip to Italy for the G7 summit. He's preparing to offer legal status to undocumented immigrants who are married to American citizens and have lived in the U.S. for 10 years.
CBS News has also learned President Biden's immigration program would make it easier for so-called dreamers to get temporary visas. Milwaukee residents reacting to comments allegedly describing Milwaukee as a horrible city coming from former President Donald Trump weeks before he will receive the Republican nomination here in Milwaukee. Beth Dorsey tells TMJ4 News.
He's coming here in a couple weeks, so I think it takes an awful lot of ignorance to say something that negative before he's coming if he really thinks he should be president.
The Democratic National Committee has bought 10 billboards highlighting the alleged comment around the Milwaukee metro area, mostly along I-94, 41, and 43. And some parts of the country will swelter under hot weather for at least the next week. National Weather Service meteorologist Allison Santorelli.
Heat indices or the feels like temperature approaching the low 100s, 105. And there's not going to be much relief overnight either, with temperatures only dropping into about the mid 70s or so. And this is going to impact some of the major metropolitan areas: Chicago, Indianapolis, Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, Boston.
Your complete 5-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Sports, traffic, and weather are next. Siding Unlimited WTMJ News Time is 7:04.
Eric Brown and his crew from Siding Unlimited can fix whatever's wrong with the outside of your house. How do you know what's wrong with it? Well, look for these trouble signs. On your windows, paint peeling, wood rot or damage from condensation? How well do they operate? Got mold on the storm windows? Siding have any dents, holes, or chips, paint or color issues? Is the caulking cracked? How's the flashing? Roof look okay? How about your doors? Decks are another place for critical inspection. Maybe you'd just like to have a new one. Eric is a regular here on the Fix-It Show. You regular listeners are aware of his expertise. He's president of Siding Unlimited, but that's not a desk job. He's out there working with the crews, inspecting people's structure problems and fixing them. Siding Unlimited will fix yours too. Make a note to contact Siding Unlimited online at sidingunlimited.com or see Siding Unlimited's unique outside-in showroom near Gerke's Corners in Brookfield.
You may think this is a bit odd.
Try me.
I've always been an arm girl.
Do you mean farm girl?
No, I said arm girl.
You're right. That's odd.
Some people are attracted to a person's eyes,
hair color,
smile,
or kneecaps.
But I am a sucker for arms.
Well then, Penny Mustard has a sofa for you. Ah, yes, the Just Your Style 8000.
Oh, you know it.
The arms on the Just Your Style 8000 are as beautiful as they come.
Are arm piercings a thing? Because it totally works on this sofa.
American made with solid wood frame, individual seat springs, ultra high resiliency foam cushions,
and hundreds of fabric and leather options.
Including pet and kid-friendly fabrics. So you really like arms, huh?
Especially forearms.
Really? Most people I know only have two. The Just Your Style sofa, starting at $23.69 at Penny Mustard.
Showrooms in Milwaukee and Chicago.
PennyMustard.com. Better versions of what people want.
Penny Mustard Furnishing.
Time for a WTMJ sports update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk. A close one, but a loss for the Brewers last night. Game 1 of this weekend's series against the Reds ends 5-6 Cincinnati. Game 2 this afternoon with a 3:10 first pitch, and WTMJ's coverage starting at 2 o'clock. The Brewers currently lead the NL Central. Taking a look at your roads with your Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic. Couple of areas we're keeping an eye on here. Disabled vehicle on the exit to College Avenue from 94. Keeping an eye on that. And then near West Allis, the exit to National Avenue from 894 South closed because of a crash there as well. But we're not seeing any major slowdowns or complications throughout the Milwaukee traffic system this morning. Just those two spots we're keeping an eye on.
Traffic is sponsored by Angela Calais and Benefit Realty.
At Benefit Realty, pay only 3.5 to 3.9% real estate commission and get all the service that you should. Benefit Realty, you pay less for full service. Benefit-realty.com.
Your WTMJ 5-day forecast, a high of 78 today with a slight chance of showers, getting down to a low of 64 tomorrow. On Sunday, a high of 88, still that slight chance of pop-up showers from here and there. Temperatures increase as we get farther into the week. On Monday, a high of 92, Tuesday getting up to 88, and Wednesday 86. All of those days, a slight chance of showers and storms. In Madison, it's 79 degrees and partly cloudy. In Green Bay, 61 degrees and sunny. In Waukesha, it's 60 degrees, mostly sunny. Right here in Milwaukee, 62 degrees with sun. I'm Jack Grau, citing Unlimited WTMJ News Time, 7:08.
This is The Fix-It Show on WTMJ. Advice and opinions expressed during the program are solely that of the hosts or guests, and not WTMJ Radio or Good Karma Brands Milwaukee, LLC. When it comes to home repairs, we could all use a guy. Well, we've got the guy, and we've got the show. For all your home improvement questions, we've got answers. This is The Fix-It Show on WTMJ, presented by J&B Construction and Siding Unlimited. Now, here's your host, Dayton Kane and David Nason.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. It's going to be a hot, humid day, hot, humid week, it looks like. David, how are you?
I'm well. Dayton, good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Good week. You got out sailing? Is that true?
Yes, Wednesday night.
Nice.
Wednesday started a really gorgeous day, and then that front came through, so it ended up being cloudy and really breezy and chilly out on the lake, but a good amount of wind and everything, so...
Wind is good for sailing, I
Definitely.
hear.
Anytime we get out on the lake and sail is a good day, so...
Awesome. Yes. Well, it is a Fix-It Show. Every week we do it from 7 to 9 a.m., and today in studio with us is Rick from Kohler Services. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Rick.
Good. So when I think Kohler, I think high-end faucets, toilets, baths, showers. When I think Kohler Services, what should I be thinking?
Our big thing is our Kohler Luxstone showers, the Luxstone walls that we make and install for our customers.
So that is a extension of Kohler. You use all Kohler products, but you actually then install them. I'm not just going and buying it myself and coming in.
That is correct. You buy everything through us. We install it. You have a Kohler representative all the way through the process with you.
Okay.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and think Luxstone means luxury stone, right?
Yeah.
I didn't go too far there. Yeah.
You are smart.
So it looks like a stone product, kind of like similar to
marble or granite or
quartz type stone products. Yeah, that's kind of the generic term. I was going to say Zodiac, but that's a brand. So, and these are, how many different colors and styles that you have now?
We just actually added 2 new ones this year, and I believe that brings us up to 10 or 11 different colors, styles, patterns that you can choose from.
Okay,
and this is like one big piece that goes up, or how does this work?
Yeah, they're panels, so then you get a nice pattern, 0 grout lines. You have just a small sealant line at the top and the bottom of the panel, and that's pretty much it. Everything is nice and seamless, so it's a lot easier to clean and keep. The maintenance level is very, very low on it.
So is this a man-made product?
Yes, it is.
And so do they mix in different chemicals so that it doesn't get the mold and things on?
So what it is, it's a marble, crushed marble reconstituted with resin to create the panels.
Okay.
And then we have three colors that are just solid colors. They're just a plain white, biscuit, and a light gray. And then the other ones have a pattern on them so that you have more of a marble look or some veining and stuff. It is not, since it is still a marble product, it doesn't have, it doesn't mold. It just, you got to keep it clean, obviously, though.
It's similar to those quartz stone countertops that we're seeing become very popular. They're unlike actual marble or granite. they're not porous at all. So those real stone products, you have to seal them and everything so they don't get stained or anything. A product like this is not porous; it doesn't absorb any moisture. So the only thing that mildew, as you said, the only thing that can grow on is if it's dirty, because a product like this can't support a mold growth or a mildew growth kind of thing. Yeah. But you could probably do, like, I'm looking at your website and seeing a shower. You could do that back wall in the marble look, and then if you wanted to, you could do the sidewalls in white or light
definitely,
gray.
Definitely. We've done plenty of projects where we call it a feature wall, where your back wall is one of our pattern colors, and then the solid plain colors on the side, so it makes it pop a little more.
Okay. So it says here you can basically request a quote, and then it says ask all kind of design questions and everything. So you can probably input that kind of information into there.
Yes, you can. Yep.
And these you can put in low entry showers where people can get in without stepping over a tub.
We have plenty of different options when it comes to shower pans, and we have some very lower entry ones. We have some standard entry ones. But for a shower, our highest entry is around the 3-inch mark. So either way, that's still not a big step for most people.
Okay. Rick, it's with us all hour. If you have questions on your bathroom, now's the time to call in. 855-616-1620 is the WTMJ Talk and Text line. It is a Fix It Show. We thank you for listening to WTMJ this morning.
Diamonds Direct has done it again. This month only, get ready for an offer you can't resist. Buy a natural diamond engagement ring of 1 carat plus and receive a free natural 1 carat diamond tennis bracelet valued at $2,000. That's right, a stunning diamond tennis bracelet at no extra cost. Imagine giving her the ring of her dreams and her wedding gift all at once. So hurry into Diamonds Direct. Your chance to get a free tennis bracelet will not last long. Details at diamondsdirect.com.
Don't paint, don't vinyl, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Hey! Summer painting can be brutal. If you're tired of painting year after year, go Rhino. One homeowner said they had a contemporary stucco finish with fading paint that was starting to look like garbage. So they went with Rhino Shield after discovering it's better than paint. Thanks to Rhino Shield, they saw savings on their energy bills. And your home's exterior doesn't matter. Wood, brick, steel, and even vinyl. You won't have to paint again for 25 years, guaranteed. Now until June 21st, get 15% off with 12 months same as cash financing. Visit rhinoshieldwis.com or call 262-327-6261.
Don't paint, don't vinyl, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
You can't buy caviar for the same price as candy, but right now you can buy the highest end Beautyrest Black and Tempur-Pedic mattresses for nowhere near their highest end prices. Hassellus Mattress is clearing out a handful of premium floor models, like the Split King Tempur-Pedic Luxe Breeze in soft or firm. Was $10,198, now just $25,448. Only a few remain, and they will sell out. Find a self-service, employee-free showroom near you at hassellus.com.
Market volatility, global issues. We hear about inflation easing, but it's still a real issue. More than a few headwinds this year. That's probably why Americans like you feel uncertain about their financial future. Just 59% of affluent Americans felt secure last year, and that's down from the year before. Boomers, not much room for error. Gen X might need more than a 401k. And for millennial families with big dreams, it's time to get real about saving and investing. Talk to Annex Wealth Management. Build security with a partner on your side for unbiased advice. Our goal is a plan that prepares you to maintain your desired lifestyle throughout retirement. Investments are a start, but you may need more. That's why Annex delivers tax and estate planning. There's an Annex plan personalized for you. Annex Comprehensive Wealth fits most individuals and families, but if you've got high net worth with complex needs, Annex Private Client is your solution. Just starting out? Annex Ignite is a great choice. Know the difference with Annex Wealth Management. Click the Get Started button at annexwealth.com.
Don't think twice. Call Geis. Since 1955, Geis has been the trusted garage authority in Wisconsin. Hey, don't let a busted garage door get you down. Call my friends at Geis today. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget. They'll even build custom designs to meet your exact needs. For swift and reliable garage repair solutions, go to geisdoors.com. You can also visit their amazing showroom in Brookfield featuring hundreds of doors and openers and their custom design rooms. Don't think twice. Call Geis.
The Fix-It Show with Dayton Kane and David Nason on WTMJ.
Happy Father's Day weekend. Hopefully you have some good plans with your son and daughter and your father if you've got one hanging around.
Dad.
And
Happy Father's Day,
Happy
Dad.
Father's Day, Dad. Yeah. Rick?
Yeah, happy Father's Day.
There we go. We got it all in.
Yeah.
So, that golf for you today, golf for me tomorrow.
Boating
It's,
tomorrow. So,
nice.
yeah,
good weekend for it. All right, so let's talk a little bit about this text that we just got in here at 855-616-1620.
So, can I buy Luckstone wall and floor pan and install myself? Question.
So the Luckstone is a proprietary systems that you have to go through a Kohler certified dealer or Kohler Services directly to have it purchased and installed through us.
Okay. But you can buy a pan, I think you said. Kohler sells their pans.
Yeah, you can pretty much anything. If you go on Kohler.com, anything that's on there, as long as it's in stock, you can probably have it in a week or two, and whatever you want to do with it after that, it's up to you.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at KohlerServicesWI.com, which is what you're part of the company.
Yeah.
And it says you have a price promise, meaning when an expert comes in and gives you a number, that's the number that the project will be done for.
Yes.
We kind of call that our honest price guarantee at Siding Unlimited. But so basically, there's no surprises afterwards. You're not hiding anything. And after the fact, you go, oh, you owe us another $400 because we had
$30,000.
Or $30,000, which somebody did. Yeah. So I love that. I love the fact that once I get that contract signed, unless now that I'm sure there's a stipulation because you could pull something off of a shower wall and there could be rot completely behind there that needs to be fixed, and that's a different story.
Yeah.
This is for what we're doing, what we're contracted to do. We're not going to come back and tack anything on at the end.
That's a good question, Dayton. If you did find damaged walls, a problem or something in the walls, you have the capability to repair that and fix that.
Yeah, most of our guys have been in the trades for many, many years. So as long as it's not extensive or structurally altering type stuff, we just take care of it. We want all of our Luckstone and all of our products to be mounted and secured to just good, solid structural lumber. So if there's minimal damage from water, some rotting over the years, we just make sure we take it out and do it to the code so that everything is just good and solid for our product.
Yeah. Does this work generally require a permit?
Depends on the municipality.
Yeah. Okay.
There's some municipalities that require a open wall permit, and there's some that just look at you and ask you why we're talking to them. So,
but you're checking on that.
Yeah, we have one guy that he is always on the computer, always on the phone, asking and double checking. We have a massive database now based off of we've been doing this for several years. That we know which cities want what, and we make sure we pull the permits per what they require.
Good.
Perfect. By the way, if you're listening, never pull your own permit if a contractor is doing the job for you. If they say, hey, can you pull this permit? You say, no, you pull the permit because if you pull it as a homeowner, you are responsible for the work being done right. And if that guy disappears on you, then you're stuck and you have to make sure it's done. So.
You're allowed to, but if the contractor says, well, I can't, that means they're not a licensed contractor in the state of Wisconsin.
Right.
So yes, that can be a red flag.
That can be a red flag. So we do have a question here, 855-616-1620. Good morning. Please talk about the daily and long-term care for Luckstone and about what is the lifespan.
Well, the daily care for it is I would suggest to squeegee it off. You take a shower every day. We actually have some Kohler squeegees that as long as we have them in stock, we just give them out after our showers are installed. But we just ask customers to give them a squeegee down. It helps cut down on how much you actually have to do your proper chemical cleaning with it. But otherwise, depending on the usage, maybe once a week, go through and do your standard cleaning. At the end of every installation, we do give our customers a bottle of cleaner that is actually made for Kohler, for our Luckstone specifically. And it it also comes down to what your water supply is.
Mhm.
If you have a high iron content, you're going to have to clean more often. If you're on good city water, the likelihood is you probably have to clean a little bit less.
Yeah, or if you have an iron filter. But you can do that to the shower door, too, so they don't
Yeah.
spot.
Yep.
You're going to see a lot more water spots on a shower door, glass shower door, than on these walls. But yes, it will accumulate on the walls.
Yes,
that you may not
it
see
can after a while if you don't clean it down, yes.
Speaking of shower doors, we have some important information we'll get to when we come back. Rick is here from Kohler Services. You can find them at kohlerserviceswi.com. It is the Fix It Show on WTMJ.
Hey, John Mercure here, and I'm joined by my friend Sarah Neubauer from Potawatomi Casino Hotel talking about free tickets. Hey, Sarah, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm great. So tell us, what are some of the tickets that you're giving away, and how do we win them?
Yeah, so every other Tuesday, we're giving away free tickets from one of our partners. So that includes tickets to the State Fair, Summerfest, Mexican Fiesta, Milkman games, Milwaukee baseball games, and Lake Country Dachshunds. And all you have to do is watch our social media pages around noon every other Tuesday to find out which tickets we're giving away and where we'll be on the casino floor.
Ooh, so give us the scoop. Are you giving away one pair of tickets to the first person to find you?
Actually, the first 200 people to find us on the casino floor at 3 p.m. on Ticket Tuesdays will get a scratch-off. And each scratch-off will reveal either a pair of tickets, reward play, food and beverage credit, a free appetizer, or a free swag item.
Ooh, that sounds great. And speaking of tickets, Potawatomi has just released a limited amount of those tickets for those who want to get to the Snoop Dogg concert. Tell us about that.
Yeah, if you haven't heard by now, Snoop Dogg is coming to Potawatomi, and he will be the first concert to kick off Potawatomi Amplified, our outdoor summer concert series. And it's happening this weekend, June 15th. Snoop is definitely a bucket list performer, so we're really excited to have him, and we're really excited that we're able to still give away tickets to those that want to come.
Give us a little more detail on the Snoop Dogg concert.
Yeah, so there will be a gin and juice tasting tent provided by Dre and Snoop's canned gin and juice ready-to-drink beverage, and those will also be available to purchase. And to cut down on lines, we're selling drink wristbands, good for any beverage, and we'll have food trucks serving delicious cuisine.
Oh, that sounds great. Snoop Dogg this weekend, June 15th. Get your tickets now. Paysbig.com's the website. Sarah, thank you.
Thank you.
They'd found a quaint little home, a stone's throw away from the park. The landscaping was well kept, and the inside was clean as a whistle. But it was outdated, and being that this was their first home, they didn't have a lot of extra cash to do a big remodeling job. You see, the home's living room had a wall of mirrors. He wanted to keep them up, but she was unsure. I told her how beveling the edges of the mirrors would add a hint of elegance, while keeping the spacious look that the mirrors provided. And I asked her to visit our showroom, so I could show her exactly what I meant. Turns out she loved the look, and now, even with the new remodeling job they're doing, the beveled mirrors are there to stay. This is Stacy Sinks with Less's Glass Service, and glass and mirrors have been our business for over 35 years. So if it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass and mirror home decor that you've been looking for, you just can't pass on Less's Glass. Less's Glass Service, serving all of southeastern Wisconsin. Find us at lessglassservice.com.
WTMJ's The Fix-It Show with David Nason and Dayton Kane.
Good morning. Slight chance of showers, especially to the north today, a high of 78. It's already 64 degrees. Dayton Kane, David Nason, and Rick from Kohler Services on with you. We talked going into the break that there's a special going on with shower doors. Tell us what's happening.
Yeah, so for this month only, we are offering no interest for 12 months, plus a free shower door when you purchase a Kohler Luckstone shower.
Okay.
Wow, that's a deal.
Yeah.
It is a deal.
Use it for a year. You don't have to pay for it. Get a free shower door.
Mm-hmm.
Think how clean you'll be and how nice it'll be to be in that shower.
Oh, yeah,
So I go into people's homes all the time, and it's amazing how old some showers are. You're like, wow, this person hasn't updated since 1952. And
I've been in a few myself.
Yeah.
I'm closing in on 2,500.
2,500 inspections?
Home inspections.
Wow.
Later this month.
So you've seen even more, because you go more in depth than I do when I go into a home. But so you'd be like, hey, you should call Kohler Service. You may want to upgrade
I
here
could
a
ask
little bit.
for recommendations on occasion, definitely. So we'll keep them in mind.
So they go to the website, kohlerserviceswi.com. They can fill out a form there, and somebody will get back to them?
Yes.
Okay.
We have a call center that they try to get back to everybody within about 24 hours. So
even on the weekend, or
even on the weekends,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
We want to be very proactive with our customers and make sure that they know that we got their information, and work on getting a design consultant in home. Obviously, and that's a completely free estimate. So you're only spending your time at that point, nothing
Right.
else.
Okay, perfect.
So a design consultant coming to your home, next question here on the text. Let's say I got a place up in, Tomahawk, and they have a cottage up there that needs a tub area done. You service that area?
Yes, sir, we do.
And then you could meet with somebody here in town, somewhere around here, and either do something virtually, or if they have some accurate drawings, dimensions, photos, and everything, you can pretty accurately quote them what they need and then go up there and do it.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So I'm assuming, like for us, I go out, I consult, I get measurements, but then if they move forward with the project, our director of production goes out and remeasures and does a final check. Is that the same way you guys would do it, or do you not even have to do that final measurement?
It depends on the project. There's some projects when our design consultants take a couple dozen photos while they're in the home. They take a bunch of measurements, and if while we're looking at them and doing a job review, something just doesn't add up, then we'll look at it and be like, okay, mark you down. We're going to give the customer a call, get in there at least a week prior, or as early as possible, that is, just to get one more look at it prior to sending our guys out. We want to get that stuff figured out before our installers hit the ground.
Because I'm assuming those Luxstone panels show up the size they're supposed to be, right?
Or are they
or do
trimmed
they
or
cut
no?
them?
No, they are full, we have three different sizes,
sheet?
3 foot by 8
okay.
foot, 4 foot by 8 foot, and 5 foot by 8 foot panels. They're loaded full panels into our trucks, and then once we get our shower pan and like the demolition and all that stuff done, the guys will measure the walls right then and there,
because
go up to the truck.
Everybody's house and walls are perfectly square and straight. So,
Right.
right.
So yeah, we cut everything inside of our trucks per the customer, per their project.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fascinating.
They got to fit.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a good thing you brought up there. So what is time frame on this? If somebody reaches out to you, how long before their tub is done?
Right now we are, I believe, right around the 3 to 4 week mark. So if you were to give us a call and get a consultation set up, and you signed right then and there, it'd be around 3 to 4 weeks. Obviously, we have openings that just things that pop open every now and then. But otherwise, it's right about 3 to 4 weeks we'd be able to get to your home.
Not bad at all. Okay, so what is the phone number people can call if they want to get in touch with you?
So please give us a call at 262-216-6222.
Okay. And what's your role in this? You're not a salesman, you're the...
Nope, I'm not a salesman. I am the installation supervisor for actually now primarily Minnesota. That actually just happened yesterday. So
congratulations.
Is that a congratulations thing?
Yeah. So we have a couple installation supervisors here in Wisconsin that if you do have any issues with your project, they'll be the ones that come out and take a look at it. And if you're in the Northwest, that'll be myself.
Okay.
So,
but do you live here?
Yeah, going to be moving?
Relocating.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
won't
So is
see
this
you
the
again.
last time on the show?
No, I'll come back down for this.
You will?
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's a long drive.
Well,
You got the private jet you're jumping on.
Mr. Kohler, come pick me up.
Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. All right, Rick is with us for another half hour. You can get your calls and texts in at 855-616-1620. It is a Fix-It show. We go over to the WTMJ Breaking News Center with Jack Grau. Good morning, Jack.
Hey, good morning. Job cuts coming to Alverno College. 25 full-time faculty and 12 full-time staff positions are being eliminated in an effort to restructure. The college is also consolidating its 43 undergraduate majors down to 29 and graduate programs from 25 to 19. All undergraduates will be able to finish, but the university says it's working on finding other schools for 25 grad students to finish their degrees. Traffic adjustments in Milwaukee and Ozaukee counties today. Eastbound traffic on Brown Deer Road is scheduled to be shifted south onto the newly reconstructed eastbound lanes. 2 lanes of traffic in each direction will be maintained. The project is part of the 14-mile I-43 north-south reconstruction project between Silver Spring Drive and Highway 60. And funeral services will be held next week for the late Marquette University president Michael Lovell, who died while on a trip to Italy after a 3-year-long battle with cancer. A mass will be held on Thursday, June 20th at the Church of Jesu with eulogies beginning at 1 p.m. Archbishop Jerome E. Listecki will preside over the ceremony. Taking a look at your roads with your Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic. Couple spots we're keeping an eye on here. They're pretty close together. 94 South at College Avenue. Expect some lane closures due to a disabled vehicle there. And then just right next to that, 94 South at the ramp from College Avenue. Lane closures due to debris as well. Likely an accident there.
Traffic is sponsored by St. Vincent de Paul Thrift Stores.
St. Vincent de Paul Thrift Stores. Highway 100 and Layton Avenue in Greenfield. 23rd and Lincoln and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee. Great bargains and a great cause. You're gonna love it. St. Vincent de Paul Thrift Stores.
Your WTMJ 5-day forecast, a high of 78 today, getting down to a low of 64, with the chance of some showers and storms. Sunday, a high of 88 for Father's Day, and a slight chance of showers, and the slight chance of precipitation continues as we get farther throughout the week. A high of 92 on Monday. That should be the highest temperature that we experience in the next couple of days. Tuesday, a high of 88, and Wednesday, a high of 86. I'm Jack Grau, Siding Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 7:32.
There's an amazing supper club in Wisconsin Dells, Ish Nala, nestled among the pines and perched above the sandstone bluffs of Mirror Lake. The beauty, the history, the service, the food, the fun. Hi, this is Bob Prosser, owner of Ish Nala Supper Club in Wisconsin Dells. I've been a part of Ish Nala since 1973, and I am so proud to continue the tradition that began in 1953. Why not enjoy a brandy old-fashioned in one of our bars, each with a spectacular view overlooking Mirror Lake, or just relax before or after dinner on one of our outdoor decks. Our Ish Nala chefs have prepared your favorites: 24-ounce ribeye, cold water lobster tails, North Atlantic salmon, and of course, Ish Nala's roast duck. Thank you for making Ish Nala Wisconsin's favorite supper club, where the only thing we overlook is Mirror Lake. I'm Bob Prosser, and I want to serve you.
The following takes place outside of the Capitol Heating, Cooling, and Electric headquarters.
I don't know, but Mama said you're inhaling particulates. If you don't clean out your ducts, you will be fresh out of luck. And air, clean air, healthy air.
Jason, what is happening?
Merle's really whipping the crew into shape.
You know he's a squirrel, right?
Seth, people throughout history have respected leaders of all kinds.
Like Squirrel Alexander the Great.
You know, I think you're underestimating him.
Really?
Watch.
Capitol cleans your ducts with high-powered trucks.
Because Capitol believes you deserve to breathe clean, healthy air.
We destroy bacteria and annihilate allergies.
He's making them do push-ups.
Yeah.
Huh.
See?
If you haven't had a duct cleaning in 5 years, schedule your Capitol duct cleaning today at callcapitalcares.com.
More of your questions next. It's the Fix-It Show on WTMJ.
Good morning, David Kane, David Nason here with Rick from Kohler Services. The Summer Solstice Music Festival going on in Milwaukee today with bands like Chicken Wire Empire and Pink Halo and Wonderful Bluffer. You know all these bands, right? I don't even know these
No
bands.
wonder these names don't make any sense, because all the good names have been used, like Journey and Rush and Led Zeppelin.
Well, I don't know, because you haven't heard the last band that I have on my list here, Rat Bath. Rat Bath is going to be down there today. So
there was one years ago, probably Squirrel Gravy. I think that was a band name.
I love band names. I wish I would know every story behind every band name. Like, how did that become your name? But anyway, we know how Kohler became Kohler Services.
The Kohler family.
The Kohler family in Wisconsin here, a big name everybody knows worldwide. I mean, you guys are everywhere.
My sister works
But now
there.
we're taking over Minnesota
Yes, sir.
with Kohler Services, and Wisconsin already covered at this point. So let's talk a little bit. We've talked a lot about showers. You guys also do baths, walk-in baths, the big soaker baths. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we have obviously pretty much Kohler started off with the good old Villager.
The
cast
Villager
iron.
tub, still see those.
Oh, I still see them, and they're excellent condition. And but
They're
we
great
have
for giving your little kids baths because they're so short.
Yeah,
But that's about all they're really good for is standing in or giving your small children a bath.
Yeah, it's almost like a deep shower almost.
Yeah,
but
it's only like 14 inches tall.
Yeah, so we have definitely we've upgraded since then. We have several different options, obviously, for a standard alcove bath like that, jetted alcove baths. So if you like your whirlpools, we have those. Plus, then we get into our walk-in baths for mobility challenge folks. You can get a nice just soaker tub, or you can get the nice hydrotherapy one with all the jets and bubbles and the heat, all that good stuff in it.
Nice. And that can fit in most homes, I'm assuming?
Yeah. The doorway is normally the challenge with the way we have it designed. It's designed to have an extension panel connected to it so that it will fit in almost any home. But like I said, the doorway is normally the biggest challenge in most homes. It has to be at least a 28-inch doorway. Otherwise, we need to be creative.
Newer homes, the doors have to be 32 inches in a bathroom.
Yeah.
But an older home, I've seen some narrow ones. But if you got to get a tub in there, you tip it up. And, what's the deepest tub is like 24 or something inches. I have a Kohler soaking tub, and actually I think the inside's only 18, so it only can be like 21 or 22 inches. You tip that thing on its side, and even if it's a 6 foot long tub, your door should be 6'8". You should be able to get that through the door. But that's why you have multiple piece.
Yeah.
If you're remodeling, you have these remodeling units.
One of the units my son rented when he was in college, they had the bathroom door had a notch cut out of it.
For the toilet?
So it could fit by the toilet. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
There are some small bathrooms out there, so that's why I asked. But I'm sure you've seen them all as you're going in trying to figure out how to.
I saw one just the other day, and it had an outswing door, and you literally had to sit on the toilet to close the door.
Wow.
It was in the basement. But, you couldn't. There wasn't enough room to even stand there with the door. You actually sit down and pull the door closed.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
Yeah. Hey, whatever gets the job done,
Right,
I
yeah,
guess.
right.
Whatever gets the job done. Okay, so we talked about the 0% for 12-month financing.
Yep.
Is that a special through June, or what's the deal on that?
So that is going to be our July special.
Oh, that'll be the July special?
Yeah, they're coming up.
Okay, so is there one right now?
There is, but I don't keep track of them all.
Yeah.
So we have so if you are interested, we have specials that come up every month. Sometimes we do just a reduced price on the installation, free shower door,
just squeegee.
Yeah, we give those out anyway.
Right.
Sometimes it's a free toilet. So
wow, nice.
Yeah.
Look at that. Redo the whole bathroom. So you guys can do toilets as well.
Oh yeah,
you do sinks.
We do some, but not many at all.
The toilet makes more sense because a lot of times the toilet's probably in the way of your work.
Yeah.
And if you're pulling the toilet to get at that area, that wet area, and work it, why not put a new toilet in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even if you're not giving it away, somebody should think about that. Hey, why don't because your colors are going to coordinate with the Kohler colors.
Yeah.
I remember years ago when I was doing remodeling, Kohler was so prevalent. It's like every other brand basically copied Kohler's colors. Because if you were mixing and matching some things, you wanted them to match. So that just makes sense.
Okay. On the website, KohlerServicesWI.com, it is no interest for 12 months, free shower door with purchase. So that's going on right now. You can get it right now through July.
Yeah.
Sounds like. Okay. Perfect. So check that out. And that's right where on that main page there at KohlerServicesWI.com is where you can fill out the form. It's the first thing you see. When you fill that out, within about 24 hours, somebody's going to reach out to you.
Yeah, that's the goal anyway.
Or you can text them. You can do a live chat with somebody and get some questions right away.
All kinds of stuff.
Somebody's trying to chat with me.
Okay, so as I scroll down here, I see all these numbers on this shower. What is this all pointing out? It looks like the pan. So are there different choices of the pan that goes in for the showers?
Yeah, we have different, obviously, depending on what your budget is, we have different pans to help fit that. Plus then just multiple different options based off the overall size. Obviously, Kohler became famous with, like I just mentioned, the Villager cast iron bathtub. We have several different cast iron shower pans.
Wow.
They're great. We have some acrylic units, and then when we have to go way outside of the box, we have the ability to get custom shower pans brought in too. So
I toured the plant many years ago, and it is amazing to see how they make these tubs, these cast iron products. It is really cool.
Yep.
All right, the next number I see is a number 4. Looks like a grab bar. So we can add those to the showers as well?
We have so many different options for grab bars. We have some that are actually designed to be grab bars / a shelf. So it's more of a flat surface on top, but it's still small enough that the average person would be able to grab a hold of it if they were to slip. Then there's just there's more of your standard ADA type style ones, and we have some that just get a little bit more classy or fancy from there. It just depends on your taste and what you need and the functionality of what you want to have in your shower.
Okay. Number 5 looks like the Lux Stone panel, which we've talked about. Number 3 on this picture is an actual shelf, like built into the unit.
So we have definitely many different options. We have the shower locker and shower niche, which is actually inset into your wall. So it winds up being relatively flush to the Lux Stone. And then there's adjustable shelves in that. Otherwise, we have floating shelves that just protrude from the wall, as well as corner baskets, corner shelves, plenty of different options to store your products and cleaning supplies.
So very customizable.
Yes.
All right. If you have questions for Rick, 855-616-1620, the WTMJ talk and text line. You can check them out at KohlerServicesWI.com. We will be back. It is the Fix It Show on WTMJ.
Vince Vitrano here for Johnson & Sons Paving. The front door to your small business? It's not the door. It's the parking lot. And if it's all banged up and potholed, that is not the first impression you want to give to your valued customers. Fix it up or rebuild the whole thing with Johnson & Sons Paving. They do everything in-house. They help you design your project, and they even mix their own asphalt. Plenty of Johnsons over there, but no subcontractors. You get Johnson & Sons Paving every step of the way. One-stop shop for projects of any size. JohnsonandSonsPaving.com.
Kohler Services is on the Fix It Show today. If you need a bath or shower remodel, turn to Kohler Services. Family-owned for 150 years. Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer providing care for life. This month only, get 0% interest financing for 12 months on your Luckstone shower remodel. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote. With fast professional installation always included, that's KohlerServicesWI.com.
New residential, commercial, or multifamily construction? Call Quality Heating before you begin. Starting a new remodel? Pre-planning any new construction with a qualified HVAC design engineer assures your comfort will be at its maximum. Because the last thing you want your new project to be is uncomfortable. This is Anthony Zanevsky with Quality Heating. From Sheboygan to Illinois to Madison and all of greater southeastern Wisconsin, the man in the red van can give you a master plan.
Quality heating, quality heating.
Her bedroom in back was always warm, while the one in front was as cold as an igloo. She asked me what she should do, and I told her, Mary, zoning will solve your issue. At Quality Heating, the man in the red van knows how to even out your home's temperature and take care of humidity or lack thereof. Heck, you spend most of your life there. Why not maximize its comfort? This is Anthony Zanevsky. Ask the man in the red van about zoned heating and cooling ideas for your home.
You gotta see the man in the red van. Quality heating, quality heating.
There's a reason people sold to Grandview Homes instead of using a real estate agent.
Very fair price. No real estate agent fees or closing costs.
Within weeks, we had closed and couldn't be happier.
Visit GrandviewHomes.com to discover the easiest and fastest way to sell a home.
WTMJ's Eric Bilstead here for J.D. Griffiths. It was time for us. Our house was 20 plus years old, and the garage doors were getting dated. They were dinged up, and they were really hurting the value and the look of our house. That's why we called J.D. Griffiths, a local company. They've been at it in Milwaukee for more than 70 years, providing premier garage doors and building detached garages. We've got our new doors now, and they pop. I still got neighbors talking to me about it. Now, J.D. Griffiths does have an exclusive offer right now for you, the WTMJ listener. With any purchase of a new garage door, you can save $100 on your garage door opener. Just call 414-362-7222 and mention me, WTMJ's Eric Bilstead, or fill out the form at jdgriffiths.com/WTMJ to schedule your free at-home estimate and claim your deal. That number again, 414-362-7222. J.D. Griffiths.
If you don't know what's wrong with your house, he's here to help. This is The Fix-It Show with David Nason on WTMJ.
Thank you for listening this morning. 855-616-1620, the WTMJ talk and text line. First place Brewers versus Reds, 3:10 first pitch at AmFam Field. You can catch that game here this afternoon on WTMJ.
Let me turn my microphone on like
That's
I've never done this before.
2 weeks in a row you've done that, man.
So if I want to do like walk-in tub. Can you put the Luckstone on the walls above the tub?
Yes.
So you can kind of combine,
Yep.
some things here and there. So that's all part of that design service that you provide. So and then you thought we're up to 11 colors?
I believe so. 10 or 11.
10 or 11 colors that, again, match the Kohler colors or coordinate. I should
coordinate
with the Kohler colors, toilets and other features or fixtures that Kohler sells.
Yeah.
Faucets, basically, you can literally pick any one of Kohler's.
We have more of a set price book so that we don't have every single thing that Kohler.com has.
Because they have a lot.
They have quite a lot, yes. But, when we have issues, we've been able to find what the customers want and make sure that they're happy with everything they have.
Speaking of that, it says lifetime limited warranty. So once I put this in, is that on the Luckstone?
That's on the entire installation.
It is?
Yes.
Okay.
So as long as, if you were to purchase from us, as long as you own your home, we'll come back and make sure that everything's fully functional and is up to par. As soon as, you sell, then it would go back to the standard Kohler warranty issue.
That's probably the limited part.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so it's not transferable.
Non-transferable, correct.
The labor part of that.
Okay.
What do you think you're seeing for a trend on faucets? I think a big one not too long ago is that kind of brushed gold look.
We actually just added, I believe it was brushed brass.
Okay, maybe that's the one I'm thinking of.
We just added that into our price book. It has a whole list of a little bit of everything in there. And from my understanding is that kind of seems to be a very big trend moving forward.
Yeah.
And in the future, that it sounds like we're going to be actually adding more options to that, just based off of overall availability. And then with that, one of our new colors is the Calcutta Gold, where it has some gold striping in it. It actually goes very well with the brushed brass fixtures and everything. So trying to coordinate colors.
I think the brushed brass is kind of more of a classic type look versus the polished brass. And I think Kohler, years ago, they actually had a gold-plated faucet set that you could get for your bathroom.
Well,
it was very expensive.
I'm sure they still do if you really have the money to pay for it.
It was very ornate. I remember it was very ornate and everything, gold-plated. I mean, I think the faucet was, I don't know, $2,500 or something just
back
for
then.
the faucet.
Yeah.
Back when I was doing remodeling work in younger days. But so what are maybe some obstacles to doing, or are there any obstacles to doing this kind of wet area remodel?
There's plenty of different obstacles. Obviously, it is a remodel, like both of you guys know. You really don't know what's inside the walls until you get them opened up. We've had to work with other subcontractors to get our projects done. More recently, we've had to bring in a asbestos abatement company to help deal with that for us. Otherwise, we've utilized drywall subcontractors when customers had massive drywall damage due to something was leaking. So we definitely try to help customers out, coordinate with other contractors so that their project in total is just as painless as possible.
Yeah. So an obstacle, but still you can work around it. You can work with other subs. You can come up with different ideas, and you get the job done.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Once you start tearing stuff apart, you got to figure out how to fix it. You can't just, sorry, see you later.
Yeah, you're on your own.
We do need to take one final break. When we come back, Rick from Kohler Services will answer your calls and texts at 855-616-1620. It's a Fix-It Show on WTMJ.
Thinking of popping the question? Diamonds Direct has an offer you can't miss. This month only, buy a natural diamond engagement ring of 1 carat plus and receive a free natural 1 carat diamond tennis bracelet valued at $2,000. Imagine giving her the ring of her dreams and her wedding gift all at once. No one provides education, selection, and value like Diamonds Direct. Your chance to get a free tennis bracelet from your friends at Diamonds Direct won't last long. Details at diamondsdirect.com.
Your home can be more maintenance free
when you rely on J&B.
This is Tom Feza. When I need information about siding, I call Scott Klein, owner of J&B Construction, provider of high-quality exterior home improvement products and services since 1958.
I'm Scott Klein. If you're tired of painting or your siding is beyond repair, it may be time to look at the advantages of a new siding system. Additional insulation, along with Tyvek's weatherization system, can significantly improve your home's energy efficiency while protecting it from water and air infiltration. We offer a variety of siding products, all installed by J&B's certified employees, which will provide decades of performance and beauty.
For a complimentary siding evaluation, call Scott at 262-437-0537 or visit jnbconstruction.com.
Your home can be more maintenance-free when you rely on J&B.
This is Richard Salinas, registered nurse with Rejuvenex Arthritis Clinics, and I want to talk about exactly what we do. When you come here, you're going to get 2 shots with 2 very small needles. One will be a medication called Toradol, which is a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory, completely different from a standard steroid or cortisone injection. This medication is safe and a great pain reliever. The other will be hyaluronic acid, which is a naturally occurring fluid found in all of our joints. What hyaluronic acid does is it helps recoat the inside surfaces to provide cushioning and lubrication. It helps slow down the osteoarthritis process to a point where patients may not need surgery. All of this combined with using our state-of-the-art Ultra G machine developed by NASA has produced profound results. What we do works. And the best part about this is that insurance covers most of our patients' treatments. Go to Rejuvenex.com to request your free pain evaluation.
Fleet Farm's got everything you need for everyday life. Brands from Carhartt to Milwaukee to Purina to Goodyear to Rapala to Levi's and a whole lot more. In-store or online, check out all the brands Fleet Farm carries to help make your everyday life better.
In this seller's market, even homeowners are trying to sell their own home. But more times than not, it doesn't work out like they'd hoped. And while homes like theirs are selling, and selling fast for over asking prices, their homes aren't. So what's your next best strategy? Well, if you're looking to relieve yourself of the stress of selling your own home and still get top dollar while getting the full service benefits that an experienced realtor can give you, then look no further. I'm Angela Calais with Benefit Realty, where 3.5 to 3.9% commission assures that you pay less for full service. Only 11% of those trying to sell their own homes actually succeed. And of those that do sell their own home, they sell on average for 26% less than agented properties. This often negates the savings they were hoping to get by doing it on their own. So why do it on your own when you have an experienced realtor that will give you full service at only 3.5 to 3.9% commission? Don't let your home sit while others are selling faster and at potentially better than asking prices. Call Benefit Realty for a highly experienced agent, and you'll pay less for full service.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
David and Dayton. One guy knows what the heck he's talking about. We'll let you figure out which one it is. It's the Fix-It Show on WTMJ.
Sponsored by Siding Unlimited and J&B Construction. Good morning, Dayton Kane and David Nason here with Rick from Kohler Services, our final segment with him. So let's go through this. Recap what you guys all can do.
We focus on reworking your current shower and a lot of toilets too. So, I mean, that's a very...
With this Luckstone product.
Wet space with our Luckstone. Obviously, our shower pans and all our different shower fixtures and everything.
Okay. Consultations, you can have different designs made up for people.
Yeah. Our design consultations are in-home or virtual or even in our little design showroom right here in Menominee Falls. The consultants, I can't say that word today, they'll go through everything, all our product, all our options, and try to figure out what is going to be what you want, and obviously what is going to be best functionality for yourself as well.
Okay, and where do you guys all go?
We cover the entire state of Wisconsin. If you have a Wisconsin address, we'll come to your home or do a virtual or whatever's needed so that we can make sure that we get you a Kohler Luckstone shower.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. And finally, there is a special going on today. What's that special?
So for this month only, we're offering no interest for 12 months plus free shower door when you purchase a Kohler Luckstone shower.
Okay.
Mm. You probably don't promise this, but about how long do each job? You're not saying like this is a 1-day job.
No, we say
on average.
On average, it's probably a day and a half.
Okay,
on
so
average.
2. So figure 2.
Yeah, we're in your home for about 2 days.
Yeah.
Every now and then we do get plenty of showers with those old acrylic surrounds, which they come out right quick.
Mm-hmm.
There's usually no leaking or anything to have to deal with there. We do have the occasion where we can get stuff done in a day, but usually it's about a 2-day process, start to finish.
Yeah, that's still pretty quick.
How many crews you guys have out there?
So in Wisconsin, we're at 8 crews.
8 crews, which is why you're only out 3 to 4 weeks, because you got a lot of guys out there putting in stuff.
Yeah.
So.
And you mentioned you're relocating. Do we know who's taking your spot?
One of my senior installers that is actually part of our Appleton location right now. We have 2 small sub locations in Wisconsin, one out in Madison, obviously, and then one up in Appleton, just so our guys don't have to travel as far. But one of the guys from there is being brought in to backfill my position.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right.
Keep on moving forward.
Yes, sir.
Sounds
Yeah.
like it's going well.
Yeah.
KohlerServicesWI.com is a website. You can fill out the form there, and somebody will reach back to you within 24 to 36 hours and get you signed up for a consultation and maybe get your design going so you can get this done by August.
Yep, and then you can go golfing at Great Wolf. Or not Great Wolf.
Wolf.
Black Wolf.
Black Wolf. I was thinking Great Wolf's that's the hotel chain.
They got mini golf there.
Yeah.
So you could do that.
There you go. Black Wolf Run or Whistling Straits.
Yeah.
All right.
Go to the design studio and go golfing.
And don't forget about the Kohler chocolates.
Kohler chocolates?
He brought some chocolates in this morning.
Oh, see? Were you hiding those over there,
No,
David?
they're
Good thing Rick said something.
They're out
Okay.
They're
I
out
got
in
it.
the
I
lobby
got
there,
it.
in the green
All right.
room.
I appreciate that.
Yes,
it's always
thank
good having you on the show.
Oh, thank you
good
very
luck
much,
with
guys.
the move. Will
Thank
we
you.
see you after that? You said you're coming down for the show.
I'll have to come back every now and then anyway
All right.
for work. So I'll plan it on a weekend that we have one of these shows. So
Sounds like a plan. Appreciate that.
You're
All
welcome.
right. That does it for hour number 1. Check them out, KohlerServicesWI.com.
This has been The Fix-It Show on WTMJ, presented by J&B Construction and Siding Unlimited. Advice and opinions expressed during the program are solely that of the hosts or guests, and not WTMJ Radio or Good Karma Brands Milwaukee, LLC.
You can't buy caviar for the same price as candy. But right now, you can buy the highest-end Beautyrest Black and Tempur-Pedic mattresses for nowhere near their highest-end prices. Hasseless Mattress is clearing out a handful of premium floor models, like the Split King Tempur-Pedic Luxe Breeze in soft or firm. Was $10,198, now just $25,448. Only a few remain, and they will sell out. Find a self-service, employee-free showroom near you at Hasselist.com.
Many people with unique homes reach out to Pella because our team of experts can customize windows and doors that match architecture from any era.
I love that I have a home that just can't be made anymore. It's 100 years old, it's a historic district, and we didn't want to ruin the look by having modern windows in an older home. I had a vision for what I wanted our home to look like. When I found out that Pella had an architecturally accurate product line, they simply guided us and helped us to make a great decision for our home.
Hi, I'm Gina Della from Pella. Our premium windows and doors offer nearly endless possibilities and design flexibility with dramatic sizes, custom colors, finishes, profiles, product types, and more. Pella's products stand the test of time, and we have the best wood warranty in the industry to prove it. So whether you had your home built or you choose to live in a historic residence, order today and get 0% interest for up to 48 months at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Certain restrictions apply at 6/30/2024.
Hey, WTMJ's John Mercure here. Guthrie and Fry protects the water in my house. Guthrie and Fry has provided expert advice, quality service, and reliable water since 1974. Owners Sue and Rob are well known and very generous in the local community for supporting great causes that change lives. We've got their water softener. We've got their reverse osmosis system. Our water is crisp, clean, and clear. GFwater.com. It's Guthrie and Fry.
Better water makes a big difference. Guthrie and Fry.
High fly ball deep center field. Marshall's back. Track. Bye. Baseball. Willie Adames.
The Brewers and Reds face off at American Family Field with coverage beginning today at 2 with Brewers warm-up. We are your home for the Milwaukee Brewers. News Radio 620 WTMJ, Milwaukee.
Just after 8 o'clock, it's 64 degrees and sunny in Milwaukee. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Jack Grau. A family calling for justice after a 9-year-old boy was shot and killed in his bedroom.
Was struck by a stray bullet Thursday night. The shooting happened just after midnight at an apartment complex near Swan and Allen. His cousin, Maynard Antunes, was sleeping one floor below. He tells TMJ4 News.
All I gotta say is, yes, just for you and I, he didn't deserve this.
Surveillance footage shows a shootout happening in the parking lot below the apartment. Zambrano's death marks the 8th homicide involving a minor in Milwaukee since January. Wyatt Barmore-Pooley, WTMJ News.
Job cuts coming to Alverno College. 25 full-time faculty and 12 full-time staff positions are being eliminated in an effort to restructure due to the university's financial troubles. The college is also consolidating its 43 undergraduate majors down to 29 and graduate programs from 25 to 19. All undergraduates will be able to graduate, but the university says it's working on finding other schools for 25 grad students to finish their degrees. Alverno's Board of Trustees finding the college does not have the financial resources to support its instructional programs or compensate the staff for the next fiscal year. They hope these changes will help restore financial stability to the college. It's National Pollinators Month, and the weather is warm and plants are blooming. Plant Dr. Melinda Myers tells Wisconsin's Afternoon News that while most people think of pollinators as insects, the category includes birds, too.
Hummingbirds, I know we appreciate. And one thing I learned recently is Orioles. Baltimore Orioles are also pollinators. They're kind of messy feeders, and so in the process, they spread the pollen. So we depend on these. So they're so important not only for food, but fiber and medicine, and so many things we depend upon. And so that's why it's important we take good care of them.
Myers encourages alternative ways to get rid of pests without chemicals that harm pollinators as well. This Father's Day weekend, a Milwaukee County advocate has a message for dads with a criminal past looking to connect with their children.
Your presence is the present.
Terrence Ray is a former resident at the recently renamed Milwaukee County Community Reintegration Center and knows the unique struggles for fathers with criminal records.
Studies show that inmates do better when they're closer to home and when they have a support mechanism.
Ray tells Wisconsin's Midday News for others in similar positions, presence and interest in your child's life is the gift that keeps on giving.
When you're there, that's more important than anything.
Adam Roberts, WTMJ News.
Sports, traffic, and weather are next. Siding Unlimited WTMJ News Time is 8:03.
There's an amazing supper club in Wisconsin Dells, Ish Nala. Nestled among the pines and perched above the sandstone bluffs of Mirror Lake. The beauty, the history, the service, the food, the fun. Hi, this is Bob Prosser, owner of Ish Nala Supper Club in Wisconsin Dells. I've been a part of Ish Nala since 1973, and I am so proud to continue the tradition that began in 1953. Why not enjoy a brandy old-fashioned in one of our bars, each with a spectacular view overlooking Mirror Lake, or just relax before or after dinner on one of our outdoor decks. Our Ish Nala chefs have prepared your favorites: 24-ounce ribeye, cold water lobster tails, North Atlantic salmon, and of course, Ish Nala's roast duck. Thank you for making Ish Nala Wisconsin's favorite supper club, where the only thing we overlook is Mirror Lake. I'm Bob Prosser, and I want to serve you.
Hey, former radio wake-up guy Gene Miller here for my friends at Hometown Windows and Doors. That's Hometown with an E for your every window and door need. If that recent cold snap made you think that now is the time to replace those drafty old windows, then now is a good time to call Hometown Windows and Doors. Save heating costs now, cooling dollars down the road with energy-efficient replacement windows and doors from Hometown. Hometown offers the brands you trust like Anderson, Pella, Marvin, Softlight, and more in wood, vinyl, and fiberglass. And all of their products products are installed by employee carpenters. Plus, Hometown is the area's only Pella Platinum and Marvin authorized replacement company. Hometown's dedicated consultants can guide you to the best fit and value for your home and your remodeling dollar. Stop in at their newly remodeled showroom in New Berlin and see the Hometown difference for yourself, or call them for a no-pressure in-home consultation, 414-329-1200, or visit them at hometownwindows.com. That's Hometown with an E for your every window and door need.
Time for a WTMJ sports update from the Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. Sports Desk. A close one, but a loss for the Brewers last night. Game 1 of this weekend's series against the Reds ends 5-6 Cincinnati. Game 2 this afternoon with a 3:10 first pitch, and WTMJ's coverage starting at 2. Taking a look at your roads with your Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver traffic. Got a couple incidents that we're keeping an eye on here. Highway 145 south at 13th Street. That right lane is blocked due to a fire. Keep an eye out for that there, folks. We're going to be keeping a close eye on that from the traffic center. 94 west at the ramp from 70th. That left shoulder is blocked due to a disabled vehicle. That's near West Allis. As we look on the south side of Milwaukee County, 94 south at College Avenue. Expect some lane closures due to a disabled vehicle there.
Traffic is sponsored by Hall Mazda Milwaukee. Visit hallmazdamilwaukee.com.
If you see something we should know about, call the WTMJ Hall Mazda Traffic Tip Line, 414-238-9329. Find out with Hall Mazda all summer.
And your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Temperatures picking up, getting to a high of 78 today and a low of 64 this evening, and a slight chance of showers. On Sunday, for Father's Day, a high of 88. Still a slight chance of storms and showers, and that's going to be pretty consistent as we get farther throughout the week. Monday should be the hottest temperatures we experience with a high of 92. Chance of some pop-up storms here and there. Tuesday getting to 88, and Wednesday 86, all those days with chances of showers and storms. In Madison, it's 64 degrees and partly cloudy. In Green Bay, it's 66 degrees and sunny. In Waukesha, 64 degrees and mostly sunny. But right here in Milwaukee, 64 degrees with sun. I'm Jack Grouse, signing Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 8:08.
This is the Fix-It Show on WTMJ. Advice and opinions expressed during the program are solely that of the hosts or guests, and not WTMJ Radio or Good Karma Brands Milwaukee, LLC. When it comes to home repairs, we could all use a guy. Well, we've got the guy, and we've got the show. For all your home improvement questions, we've got answers. This is the Fix-It Show on WTMJ, presented by J&B Construction and Siding Unlimited. Now, here's your host, Dayton Kane and David Nason.
Welcome to hour number 2. Thank you for joining us. In this hour, Matt Hefter from CertaPro Painters. Good morning.
Morning, Matt.
So, you a father?
I am a father.
So what are you doing for Father's Day tomorrow?
Grilling.
You're grilling?
My passion.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Grilling.
Okay. As long as they're not making, hey, it's Father's Day. Go cook us something.
Got a great deck for grilling.
Does he? Have you been to his
great
deck?
View. I inspected his house.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Nice. So what are you grilling up?
Of course I do.
What are we eating?
We're going to do steaks.
Oh, nice. Sounds delicious.
Father's Day. What else can you eat but red meat?
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Man after my heart.
Right. Let's start the show like we like to. Tell us what you guys do and where you all service.
We service all over the place. Everywhere where TMJ reaches, we will service down in Illinois, northern Wisconsin, you name it. We paint houses, a lot of them, inside, out, everything from decks, you name it, anything that's a coating. We also do commercial services, so low-rise, high-rise exteriors, interiors, new construction. There's not much we don't do anymore.
All right. So that includes cedar. I have a question on cedar. When do you ever go to a house and just go, it's unsalvageable, we can't paint this?
We have seen that. We don't see that too often, but there are some times where the cedar is just beyond its life. And it's interesting because you go to, the old days of red cedar and some of these homes from the 60s, the cedar's still good, right? Yeah. As long as it's maintained, right? And you stain it, and you occasionally got to take out a board if you got a bad design or something like that, where Wicks moisture or something. But in the 80s and in the 90s, and they put up a lot of cedar homes. Some of those, they get to about 30 years or so, and you run into a little tougher situation. The biggest thing is when you got rough cedar, stain your home. Do not paint it, because you start to build up the mill thickness of the coatings, and it traps the moisture, and then it starts to delaminate and peel in sheets.
Yeah.
So
I think a lot of it has to do too is how we build our homes now. Is back in the 60s and earlier, as how wall assemblies were built to dry a little differently than they are now. We have vapor barriers and all these other things. We're trying to keep water out of our house, which is a good thing. Don't get me wrong. But my house, the way my house is built, different than a house being built today. It's just different construction, different wood, old growth lumber. Not only the lumber, but the siding. It's just a different way. And so that's probably one of your bigger challenges. Is dealing with how things are built today.
And today, and even in the past, there were some, sometimes construction techniques change and then they work out, and sometimes they don't. When smooth cedar was a big thing, right? Rough side in, smooth side out. Great for semi-transparent stains or toner stains, but when you start to put a mill thickness or a coating on it, it's a lot of time you get mill glazing when they get that smooth side, and it can't penetrate. Luckily, we haven't seen a lot of them, but it's really hard to get a coating to stick to smooth cedar.
Okay. Any questions about painting anything, staining anything? That's what we have this hour with Matt Hefter from CertaPro Painters, 855-616-1620. That's a WTMJ talking text line. It's a Fix-It Show on WTMJ.
Yard work, playing with the kids, getting back out on the boat, things that should be enjoyable, not painful. Vince Vetrano for Connect Chiropractic, where I've been seeing Dr. Alex Young and his team for nearly a year. My neck, back, and shoulder feeling so much better. It's not just that. Did you know regular chiropractic care can help with sciatica, vertigo, great for athletes, and all without twisting, cracking, or popping? Connect Chiro Docs use a special tool for all the adjustments, so there's no discomfort. Learn more or book your first appointment now at Go Connect Chiro. That's GoConnectChiro.com.
With hail and high winds experienced this year in South Milwaukee, Oak Creek, and surrounding areas, Ridgetop Exteriors has been hard at work helping the community get their homes repaired. If you've experienced damage to your home, you need a local and trusted contractor. Ridgetop Exteriors' expert team specializes in navigating the insurance process so your repairs can get done. And they're happy to come out anytime for a free damage inspection. Schedule your free inspection today at ridgetopexteriors.com. Roofing, siding, windows, and doors. ridgetopexteriors.com.
Hey, WTMJ's John Mercure here. My home is my happy place. It's happier thanks to CertaPro Painters. They painted the exterior of our house. It was quick. It was easy. You can schedule your free estimate today at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's CertaPro with a C. Estimates are easy. Estimates are accurate. They clean up. CertaPro Painters are the real deal. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you the farm supplies you need because we get you, which is why we have unbeatable prices on quality livestock supplies from AgriMaster, a premium brand that's masterfully crafted, animal approved. Like new 4-pound bags of AgriMaster horse treats, $4.99. 10% off Steelworks welding stock. Save $25 on Milwaukee job site backpacks, $99.99. And all Mobil 1 oil filters, 20% off. We get you the farm supplies you need because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Market volatility, global issues. We hear about inflation easing, but it's still a real issue. More than a few headwinds this year. That's probably why Americans like you feel uncertain about their financial future. Just 59% of affluent Americans felt secure last year, and that's down from the year before. Boomers, not much room for error. Gen X might need more than a 401k. And for millennial families with big dreams, it's time to get real about saving and investing. Talk to Annex Wealth Management. Build security with a partner on your side for unbiased advice. Our goal is a plan that prepares you to maintain your desired lifestyle throughout retirement. Investments are a start, but you may need more. That's why Annex delivers tax and estate planning. There's an Annex plan personalized for you. Annex Comprehensive Wealth fits most individuals and families, but if you've got high net worth with complex needs, Annex Private Client is your solution. Just starting out? Annex Ignite is a great choice. Know the difference with Annex Wealth Management. Click the Get Started button at AnnexWealth.com.
WTMJ's Eric Bilstead here. Are you in the market for a new roof, but overwhelmed at how to start the process? Well, here's a suggestion. Go with Tri-County Contracting. Installing roofs since the 70s, this family-owned company works for you. Stop by their showroom in New Berlin or go to TriCountyContractingWI.com. You don't want a process that takes forever. Tri-County Contracting makes it easy, from getting the estimate to getting that brand new roof. Worry-free roofing, siding, and windows. Tri-County Contracting.
David Nason and Dayton Kane. It's the Fix-It Show on WTMJ.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Going to be a slight chance of showers, especially to the north today. A high of 78. Father's Day tomorrow is going to be a hot, muggy one. So if you got plans outside, be ready. Wear something light and breezy. Do you guys have light and breezy clothes?
I'm having a problem with
What is your problem today?
I need the producer to be turning my mic on and off.
We have true professionals here.
Yes, to
on
answer
the
your
Fix-It
question.
Show.
Of course, we have light, breezy linen. It's called linen.
Linen. Oh.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
You have a linen shirt? You have a linen shirt?
I do have one, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Matt Hefter here from CertaPro Painters this hour. You can get your questions in at 855-616-1620. We do have a text here. Somebody wants to paint treated wood. How long should they let it dry before they paint it?
Should they paint it?
No, that's another good question.
Well, I'm going to say don't paint it. If we're talking about a fence or we're talking about a deck, stain it with a semi-transparent stain. If you put a paint coating on it, you're just going to be chasing peeling paint.
Right. That's why I asked
That's why you have a cedar deck. The cedar deck will allow it to absorb in. You get a little bit better of a bond, but with the pressure treated. If they want to wait for it, you should probably wait. You want to make sure that the color is kind of dissipated.
It's grayed out a little bit. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. So that can take, depending on when it's coming. The lumber is moving so quickly through the lumber yards these days that you might have to wait 3 months, something like that. But you just want to make sure it's a little bit more yellow and not so green.
Yeah, it's amazing. So I've bought some treated lumber recently, and you pick up a 2x4 off the pile, and some of them are like so heavy. It's like, wow, did this just come out of the lake? It's like it's soaking wet, and then you pick up the next one, and it's half the weight. So it's they're just drying differently.
Yep.
So some of it's going to be a matter of how wet is the wood.
And if you put in, if you're going to use a semi-transparent stain or a toner stain, something that doesn't have a lot of body or pigment to it, they're so breathable that you can go over it way quicker. If you're going to go over it with an actual coating, which again, I wouldn't recommend a paint system, you should probably let it wait. Or otherwise, what can happen is the sun can hit the deck and it basically draws that moisture, and you'll start to see little blisters and bubbles that'll start to come up on the coating.
So asking for a friend, if you did paint...
What did you paint, Dayton?
So I think we brought this up before, but now I want to get rid of it. So I have the mailbox post, and I painted it when I moved it in my house to match the house, and now I'm chasing paint every year, trying to keep it from... Is there a way to get that off of there for good and then stain it, or am I just needing to buy a new post at this point?
Depends on how much you want to work that weekend, but I mean, there are strippers that you can strip the coating off. And, if it's a newer coating and it doesn't have a lead in it, you can use, a heat gun and things like that. Even if you stain it, if you weed whack around it, you got to be careful about that. And but semi-transparent stains on wood that is definitely a horizontal surface is more important. On a fence, you typically don't get peeling on the faces. You're going to get it on the rails, the horizontals. Horizontals are just the difficult part to get a coating to stick to.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a preference? Do you have a favorite stain
brand? We like to spec it based on what the situation is, because sometimes we're quite often, actually, I should say, solving problems. There's a problem, the customer doesn't like something about it, and so then we'll move to the manufacturer and the specific product to solve the problem. We use a lot of Sherwin-Williams, some Holman Lindsay, Benjamin Moore, PPG, my deck, which I've mentioned on the show before. I use paraffin oil, but I'm crazy. I like to stain it every year. So, I like that patina look of, oil and having it just kind of darken up and a little bit more of a rustic look. But it just depends on what the customer's looking for. If they're looking for, a semi-transparent stain, you can go to your local major manufacturer, Sherwin-Williams or whoever it is, and get a good product.
They all have similar dry times. I'm thinking if I oil it, do I have to wait for a while, or am I going to get oil on my feet if I'm walking on my oiled deck?
No, typically when you oil, if you're using a semi-transparent stain and you're oiling, you're usually good within the next day. Okay. You can walk around on it. But it's an art. If you're going to use oil on your deck, you have to know what you're doing, because otherwise you're going to get build up and just a lot of variation, and it's a little bit less forgiving than an acrylic coating.
You need to be a painting contractor,
right?
So you need to call CertaPro Painters.
Yeah,
see how I wrap that into that?
Give your fathers a gift.
There you go.
Call CertaPro. Don't make them do their deck this weekend.
Oh,
please.
That's a great
idea.
idea.
Let them grill. Go ahead and grill if they love grilling, but yeah, don't let them.
Speaking of that, so the grill's sitting on the deck, greases and things fall off stuff onto the deck. How do you treat that before you stain or paint?
Typically, there's deck cleaners that you're going to use, degreasers, things like that. I have that situation. There's a little can underneath my barrel style grill, and I let it get up too full, and it drained over. And next thing I know, I'm looking at the deck. So I had to clean that up with a degreaser before I put the oil over the top of it.
You don't just go over the top of it.
That's called character. When you got a house that's a little older, stuff like that's character. Brand new deck, you don't want any imperfections, of course, but after it's been used, it's like wood floors, old wood floors in my house that have gaps and everything. Yeah.
That's character.
Yeah, character.
All right. CertaPro.com is the website, CertaPro.com. Matt's on with us all this hour, so get your calls and texts in at 855-616-1620. It's a Fix-It Show on WTMJ.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here for my friends at Kohler Services. If you need a bath or shower remodel, turn to Kohler Services. Family owned for 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer providing care for life. And this month only, get 0% interest for 12 months on your Lugstone shower remodel. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote, with fast professional installation always included. That's KohlerServicesWI.com.
Now here's a way to bring new life to your bathrooms. And the best part about it is that it's pretty affordable too. Because remember, home improvements don't always have to be expensive. You just have to think a little outside the box. Give your dated bathroom mirrors instant designer style by having us wrap them in custom frames. Talk about an immediate upgrade. Dark wood frame mirrors can add a rich new look to your bathroom, along with a warm, cozy feel. Crisp white mirror frames will brighten and refresh your bathroom's focal point, and custom metal mirror frames will bring a touch of elegance and class. So don't settle for bare mirrors, because the variety of custom mirror frame styles we can help you choose from will go as far as your style and imagination will take it. This is Stacy Sinks with Les's Glass Service. If it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass and mirror home decor that you've been looking for, you just can't pass on Les's Glass. Les's Glass Service, serving all of southeastern Wisconsin. Find us at lesglassservice.com.
Diamonds Direct has done it again. This month only, get ready for an offer you can't resist. Buy a natural diamond engagement ring of 1 carat plus and receive a free natural 1 carat diamond tennis bracelet valued at $2,000. That's right, a stunning diamond tennis bracelet at no extra cost. Imagine giving her the ring of her dreams and her wedding gift all at once. So hurry into Diamonds Direct. Your chance to get a free tennis bracelet will not last long. Details at diamondsdirect.com.
Whether you're an active or passively active home shopper, our agents want you to be completely up to date with what's out there and what's brand new to the market. With our instant emailed MLS updates, you'll never miss out on what could be the home of your dreams. All you have to do is call and tell us where to search, give us a price range, and soon you'll be totally in tune with your desired real estate market. Remember, MLS searches show you everything. Some of the other real estate sites don't. So call Benefit Realty today, where you'll pay less for full service. Benefit-realty.com. 3.5 to 3.9% real estate commission. You can't find a lower rate of commission, and you won't be able to find better knowledge, service, and real estate expertise than you'll find with our agents at Benefit Realty. Because I know that's what you expect. Now, I'm not sure you'll be able to find the highest caliber of agents everywhere, but I can promise that's what you'll get here. So choose Benefit Realty to exceed your expectations, and you'll pay less for more. This is Angela Calais with Benefit Realty, where you pay less for full service. Benefit-realty.com.
Get her done. It's the Fix-It Show on WTMJ.
Dayton Kane and David Nason here. Happy Father's Day weekend. Going to be a high of 78 today with a slight chance of showers to the north. Tomorrow going to be muggy and hot as well. So good day to be outside if you're keeping hydrated and
absolutely
doing something fun, I guess.
Right.
WTMJ Talking Text Line, 855-616-1620. Matt Hefter from CertaPro Painters on with us.
And along that line, we talked about this right at the beginning off air. Question came in, is it ever too hot to paint or stain?
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, we got, 92?
92, they're saying on Tuesday.
92 on Tuesday. So a day like that, we're going to work out of the sun. Maybe in the morning, it's fine. But then as the afternoon gets there, we're mostly just working on the north side, or we're prepping that day. And the most important thing is make sure that the guys are hydrated, so they're making good decisions and and ultimately staying out of the sun.
But a big difference would be a 92-degree day that's kind of overcast, a little cloudy versus bright sun. The sun's going to make a huge difference.
Both of them are not good, but yes, the sun's going to increase the temperature. It could be 15, 20 plus degrees on the surface temperature. So, in the morning, you just got to think west side, north side. In the late in the afternoon, you got to think east sides, north side.
The south side can probably be tough sometimes because sometimes it's always in sun.
And depending on tree cover and everything else. So the guys know to just stay out of the sun. They want to stay out of the sun.
Oh, yeah,
because
absolutely.
On a 92-degree day, it's a hot one.
So have you ever erected anything, a big tarp or anything to create shade?
Never had to do that before.
Okay.
No, what you do is you move into the garage and you work on the garage floor.
There you go.
That's what you do when it's hot like that.
Right.
And those coatings, they're moisture cure, so they're not dependent so much, unless it's very humid. They're not so much dependent on temperature as much as they are humidity. So the more humid they are, they'll cure faster. I remember when my garage was being installed, it was pretty humid that day, and we worked twice as hard that day to get that garage floor in.
Yeah, I think you did Tom Faze's garage.
Yep.
It looks absolutely, a 4-car garage looks absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
So you guys do that coating. What is that coating made of?
Well, we're doing mostly polyaspartics these days. Mostly, there are large projects where we'll get into other different coatings, but on the commercial side. But on the residential side, it's mostly polyaspartics and polyureas.
I was going to say polyurea. I remember hearing that term. Is that new one you just said? What
polyaspartic.
Is that different?
Yeah, so we've been moving more towards polyaspartics on base coat. Sherwin-Williams bought a company, and they do that. And they bought a company, and they had a really, really good polyaspartic product. The one thing I really like about the polyaspartic is it's UV stable, and so you don't have to be so cautious about having 100% flake coverage. It's just a lot more user-friendly, and I think long-term it's going to give us a little bit longer life.
So UV stable, is that like better for patios and stoops or
exteriors?
sidewalks?
Yeah. So in the past, we would do a double broadcast on exterior surfaces that are under the sun to make sure that you just have 100% coverage. Whereas today, you can tint the base to one of the chip colors, the gray, and then if it misses one tiny little spot, it doesn't matter.
Sure.
Right?
You're still not doing driveways, though.
No, and they do in the South, in Florida, and
they don't have snowplows
and shovels.
I don't know. I was on somebody's sidewalk the other day around their garage.
Yeah.
They had some kind of coating on there, and I almost fell.
Yeah,
it was slippery.
We don't recommend it. Some of our competitors do, and I don't think it's a great idea. If the competitor came from the South and then they expanded through this area, they're still in that habit of doing that, but. I'm not a fan. I think it does create a slip issue when you have ice and snow.
Yeah. Well, this was like 2 weeks ago. It was,
really?
But it was in the morning, so the dew was there.
Oh, yeah.
And I turned the corner and stepped on this thing, and
you did my stoop. You did my front stoop.
No, we put.
I don't remember what you put on it.
We put aluminum oxide.
Okay, yes.
Over the top. I think we went
a little grippy.
Yep, to make it grippy.
Looks great. Looks like concrete. We picked a color that kind of looks like concrete. It looks awesome. I had an old railing. You could see where it was attached, and there was rust stains and some pitting and everything. They fixed all that and then did it.
Nice.
Looks amazing.
Yeah, you guys do small repairs to get things to where they need to be before you coat.
Yeah, we chase out the cracks. We will make any repairs that need to be done. That's the big advantage, right? Like even if your garage is it's pitted and it's been through some rough years, we can come in. We can make that look basically brand new and better because it'll be a decorative coating.
Can't touch my garage floor. It's bad.
Matt from Serta Pro Painters on with us this hour, 855-616-1620. Get your calls and texts in. Let's go over to the WTMJ Breaking News Center with Jack Grau. Good morning, Jack.
Hey, good morning. Bump stocks can now be sold again following this week's Supreme Court ruling rejecting a federal ban put in place in 2017. The device makes some rifles fire almost like a machine gun. In a 6-3 opinion Friday, Justice Clarence Thomas explained the device does not make a firearm a machine gun just because it's equipped with a bump stock. President Biden has called on Congress to enact a law to ban bump stocks and update gun safety legislation. Ashley and Antonio Chappell waiving their rights to a preliminary hearing in court Friday morning. The two are bound for trial. The Chappells have 7 children. Police came to their home on May 29th for a report of a child foaming at the mouth. A 21-month-old girl was taken to a hospital and tested positive for cocaine. This led to the rest of the kids being tested, and 4 total tested positive for cocaine. Traffic adjustments in Milwaukee and Ozaukee counties today. Eastbound traffic on Brown Deer Road is scheduled to be shifted south onto the newly reconstructed eastbound lanes. 2 lanes of traffic in each direction will be maintained. The project is part of the 14-mile I-43 north-south reconstruction project between Silver Spring Drive and Highway 60. Taking a look at your roads with your Johnson & Sons paving, time saver traffic. Still got areas that we're keeping an eye on this morning near downtown Milwaukee, 94 north to Plankinton at Plankinton Avenue. That right shoulder blocked due to a disabled vehicle. As we look near West Allis on 894 north at National Ave, expect some lane closures there due to debris. And then on the south side of Milwaukee County, 94 south at College Avenue. Some lane closures there due to a disabled vehicle.
Traffic is sponsored by TaybackAttorneys.com. Veterans benefits denied? Call Tayback for the payback. Brave Americans who served shouldn't be denied benefits or have a disability claim incorrectly evaluated by the VA. If you're one of those vets, call Tayback for the payback. TaybackAttorneys.com.
And your WTMJ 5-day forecast. High of 78 today, getting down to a low of 64 with the chance of some showers. On Sunday, a high of 88, still a slight chance of precipitation. That's for Father's Day. To start the week on Monday, a high of 92. Tuesday, a high of 88. And Wednesday, a high of 86. All 3 of those days, slight chances of rain and storms. I'm Jack Grau, citing Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 8:33.
Artwork, especially original artwork, can be pricey. But when you take it in on consignment from nice people like you who are just ready to change the look of their home, you can price it right. And you'll find a lot of it at Design Exchange. Beautiful frame pieces by a number of notable artists. And new ones pop in all the time. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor at a value. In Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
Now these tend to fly off the shelves. But don't worry, because our connection supplies us with a lot of them. Vintage ceiling tiles from once great old buildings in New York City that make for ultra-unique artwork. These items are definitely hard to find from anywhere else around here. So come take a look, and you'll probably find a treasure. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor at a value. In Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
WTMJ's Eric Bilstead here for J.D. Griffiths. It was time for us. Our house was 20 plus years old, And the garage doors were getting dated. They were dinged up, and they were really hurting the value and the look of our house. That's why we called J.D. Griffiths, a local company. They've been at it in Milwaukee for more than 70 years, providing premier garage doors and building detached garages. We've got our new doors now, and they pop. I still got neighbors talking to me about it. Now, J.D. Griffiths does have an exclusive offer right now for you, the WTMJ listener. With any purchase of a new garage door, you can save $100 on your garage door opener. Just call 414-362-7222 and mention me, WTMJ's Eric Bilstead, or fill out the form at jdgriffiths.com/WTMJ to schedule your free at-home estimate and claim your deal. That number again, 414-362-7222. J.D. Griffiths.
Advice you can use. It's the Fix It Show on WTMJ.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. It is Father's Day weekend. Matt Hefter from CertaPro Painters in. Going to be grilling up some meat tomorrow. I love it. I'm coming over after I'm done golfing. So
right on.
I don't know where you live, but
I do. If you give me those chocolates, I'll tell you.
Okay. Okay, so we do have a question here. Yeah, 855-616-1620.
Can you paint or stain a composite deck?
You can do both, but if...
I thought for sure the answer was going to be no to that.
Yeah. You can. There's coatings for composites and plastics, okay? However, sometimes there's things that we can do to the deck, not only to clean it, but to revive the plastic fading. So have us out, have us take a look at it, and then we can give you our best recommendation. But there are coatings manufactured for the purposes of going over composite decks, which has become, the next big boom, right?
Yeah, I have the decking. It was from Menards. I think it was called Timber Tech.
Yep.
And I think the idea was that it actually has some sawdust or something in it. It had a really nice kind of brown finish, and now the sun shines on it. It's gray. Mm-hmm. And I've power washed and just let it gray. But I bet that one can be stained.
Yeah, you can. They call it a stain, but it's really a coating. Mm-hmm. It's a paint system, right? Because it's not penetrating into plastic. Yeah. But they call it a stain because everyone's used to stain your deck,
right.
which is probably good. That we're
Keep
training.
Don't paint your deck.
So that
Please stain it.
What was kind of what can you not paint?
I haven't found a whole lot of things. Yeah. I mean, galvanized metal, right, without certain preparation processes, but there's not a whole lot of things. A lot of people think that you can't paint certain things, but they make a coating to stick to just about anything.
Glass.
There's certain things.
Everything.
There's certain things you shouldn't paint, like you just said.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be a deck.
Well, I don't.
Fence, maybe.
There's a. When I say paint, that's just one. There's coatings for everything.
Gotcha.
Your concrete. There's coatings to paint just about everything. I mean, even if you think of your roof valley flashing has a coating on it, right? And so everything can be coated for the most part. You just got to do it with the right process and the right coating. That's where the professionals come in.
The Sherwin-Williams logo still cracks me up because it looks so politically incorrect. It's just a paint can going over the whole world.
Paint the earth.
Paint the earth. Yeah. Like that just looks...
Cover the earth.
Cover the earth.
Yeah. I actually was at dinner with the president, and we did bring that up. We just said, "Are you ever gonna change the logo?" And they've had the same logo forever, and I think they're just like, no. I mean. They're not saying that they're pouring paint in the ocean. They're just saying we want to paint the world. Like what is painted, we want to paint the Sherwin-Williams.
Yeah, it's funny. All right, so composite decks are possible, but you guys come out and give a consultation. When somebody calls you or fills out the form at CertaPro.com, what's the process?
We make it as easy as possible. I mean, people right now, Sunday, 3 in the morning, whenever you have time, you just go right to our website, CertaPro.com, CertaPro.com. You pick whatever time works for you, click on it, and on that date and that time, somebody gives you a call on their way, and they show up. They give you a free consultation and an estimate. The other option, if you want to talk to somebody about it, is you just give us a call at our local number. During closed hours, it goes to a call center to be able to help schedule your appointments or send your messages over. We just try to make it as easy as possible.
And how long before somebody's actually able to show up? The next day, couple days?
Usually within a day.
Okay.
Sometimes same day. Depends on the season and how busy it is. But we have a lot of estimators out there, so we can always usually route somebody over there. So we show up pretty quickly, give you an estimate. If you want to move forward with the project, sign up. Typically not a deposit unless it's a really large project with a lot of material costs. And we just move to the next phase, which is schedule your project.
And how far out are you booking these days?
We can usually meet anybody's needs. You know, we have so many painters that sometimes customers are like, literally, can you send somebody tomorrow and we can help?
I got a party on Monday. Can you come out Sunday?
Things happen. Procrastination. Maybe it's just a nudge from the lovely spouse. But at the end of the day, we can get there quickly. And then most painting projects are not an emergency. And so, if it's a few weeks before we get started, customers are typically fine with that. We actually, a lot of times, move at a faster pace than our customers can move because they got to pick colors and we got to help them out with that. So that's the first step.
Do they have, as far as customers are concerned, their prep work? These trees and bushes are too close to the house. You need to trim them back. Like what are things that the customer should be thinking about?
Yeah, we give them all the recommendations of, if you're going to trim things, it depends on the season. Some things you can't trim at certain times. So we'll pull with drop cloths, we'll pull those back away from the house. But there's a handful of things a customer, make sure your water's on if you live in an older home, things like that. But typically, if we're staining a deck, we'll move the furniture for you. That's one thing that's unique with us is when we come into your home or outside of your home, we're typically willing to move things. The only things that we don't move are major mechanicals. Like we're not going to move your stove or your
hot tub,
refrigerator, or the big things that obviously are more than what a painter should be moving.
Right.
All right, CertaPro.com is a website. That's Certa with a C. You can check them out there. We do have a couple segments left. Get your calls and texts in for Matt Hefter. 855-616-1620 is that WTMJ talk and text line.
As the weather starts warming up, you're probably thinking about the golf course or the lake.
Or that honey-do list.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway, you probably don't want to think about painting your house again.
Jeff and Roxanne here with Rhino Shield, and we are the better-than-paint people.
Rhino Shield is an exclusive ceramic coating system that looks just like paint, is applied just like paint, but comes in any color, just like paint.
Especially your wife's favorite.
But it's not paint.
Regular paint is going to last 3 to 5 years. Rhino Shield has been proven to last for at least 25 years.
We are so confident in Rhino Shield that we give you a written 25-year transferable warranty. That's right, transferable warranty.
And you won't have to paint again for 25 years, guaranteed. Now until June 21st, get 15% off with 12 months same as cash financing. Visit RhinoShieldWIS.com.
Don't paint, don't Rhino, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Even though labor costs are higher, we all know the American worker is the most efficient, most productive worker in the world, especially employees in the Midwest.
Ben and Arvid from Penny Mustard Furnishings.
There's advantages to that outweigh extra labor cost. Freight costs are way cheaper if it's made locally. If you build furniture in China and you send it to the Midwest, it's 8,000 miles to get here. And in order to make that travel, you have to be well packaged, heavy cardboard, lots of bubble wrap. We don't do any of that. Our furniture travels from the wood shop to our warehouse and right to the customer.
PennyMustard.com.
Hey, WTMJ's John Mercure here. If you've got water in your house, you need Guthrie and Fry. We've got their water softener. We get their salt delivery. We've got reverse osmosis that protects the water in our house. They've got the best people. They've got the best products. It's Guthrie and Fry. They treat their clients like their family. I feel that every time they're in our house, you need Guthrie and Fry. Fixed rental rates, convenient salt delivery programs. It's gfwater.com.
Better water makes a big difference. Guthrie and Fry.
Annex Wealth Management, investment, retirement, tax, and estate planning from a fee-only fiduciary. Forget commission sales pitches and financial products you don't need. Know the difference. Annex provides elite, comprehensive financial planning customized to who you are and what you need. AnnexWealth.com.
Hi
Hi, folks. This is Hank Albert, owner of BBC Lighting. With the weather getting warmer, our prices get even hotter. When you visit our showroom, you'll see all the finest brands of lights and ceiling fans. BBC is Wisconsin's largest supplier to new home builders, contractors, and designers. And we display all the famous brands such as Visual Comfort, Tech, Hubbard & Forge, and hundreds more. Our prices are the lowest. I guarantee it. There's something for everyone at BBC, including fun for the kids and our famous free popcorn. BBC is open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturday from 10 to 4. We are located at 20th and St. Paul Avenue, across from Sobelman's and Bachman Furniture, all near the Potawatomi Casino. Stay safe and healthy, my friends.
Fixing, we can help. It's the Fix-It Show on WTMJ.
Dayton Kane and David Nason hanging with you. Thanks for being here. Matt Hefter from CertaPro Painters on the show this morning. Taking your calls and texts at 855-616-1620. Yes, David, it is a live show.
Yes.
Every Saturday morning.
We are alive.
Every Saturday morning. Let's go over to Steve in Fond du Lac. Good morning, Steve. What's your question?
Good morning. Thank you for taking my call. I have a basement floor that when the concrete was poured, it didn't cure properly. And every time that you sweep it, you sweep off more grit and dust. But it seems like it's a never-ending problem. What could you put on that to cure that problem?
It's going to really depend on what's wrong with the concrete. So if your concrete was carbonized, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get a coating to bond and stick to that. Is it flaking off in like scaling, or is it just dusty?
It's not flaking off. It's dusty, and the sand grit comes off as you sweep.
Okay, and is there a coating? There's a coating on there right now, though?
No.
Okay. You probably might need to just seal it with a good quality sealant that'll kind of lock that all in and kind of keep it down. But my suggestion would be, because it can be a couple different things, I would actually give CertaPro a call, have them come out. It's a free consultation. They'll be able to help problem solve what the issue is and then give a recommendation on the right coating. And whether you do it yourself or we do it, I mean, that's up to you. It's trading time for money, basically.
Okay, very good.
All right,
okay,
Steve.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for listening.
calling.
Have a great weekend. 855-616-1620 if you have a question for Matt. You have a question for Matt?
I don't have a question. I commented about power washing my deck, and it says this person's seen videos that advise against power washing a deck, but a composite deck, I should say.
The big thing is it's about what degree and what pressure and what the surface is. So if it's a wood deck and you're pressure washing it, there's various PSI pressure washers, and then there's the degree of the angle which lowers it. I have no problem power washing decks. Okay, and if it's wood, give it time to dry out. If it's another surface, and a lot of times, if you let a deck gray out, you got two options: chemicals or pressured water to revive that wood to get it to be able to take stain again. So pressure washing is absolutely part of the process of cleaning surfaces and reviving wood and opening up the pores.
But you just got to know what you're doing, though.
Too much pressure or too much a focused stream, you can cause damage to the wood pretty easily.
Correct.
Yeah, and you can test it on your concrete. Start on the wide.
Yeah.
Test it out, see what it's doing, and then put it on that fine point. You can actually write your name in your concrete.
I always recommend. So when we buy pressure washers every year because we're growing, right? And when we buy a pressure washer, the first thing we do is take the red tip. It's a 0 degree, and we take it and we throw it in the garbage can.
Yeah,
because you can literally permanently carve anything you want.
You hurt somebody too with that.
Yes.
You can take a toe off.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
So
you got to know what you're doing when it comes to pressure washing. We have to take a final break. When we get back, we'll find out what we can all do as far as painting goes. I know that my granddaughter is very disappointed that you don't paint toenails. So
no, not yet.
Yeah, well, 855-616-1620. One final chance to talk to Matt when we come back with CertaPro Painters. It's a Fix-It Show on WTMJ.
WTMJ's Eric Bilstead here for Tri-County Contracting. Is it time to replace the siding at your house? First off, you got to go to Tri-County Contracting. You can hit up their showroom in New Berlin to check out the vinyl siding and the LP Smart Side they have on display. They'll help you find that siding and the color that you will love. And if you're worried about price, don't forget about the 30-year no-faded paint warranty. Transform your house and increase the value. Worry-free roofing, siding, and windows. Tri-County Contracting, WI.com.
Thinking of popping the question? Diamonds Direct has an offer you can't miss. This month only, buy a natural diamond engagement ring of 1 carat plus and receive a free natural 1 carat diamond tennis bracelet valued at $2,000. Imagine giving her the ring of her dreams and her wedding gift all at once. No one provides education, selection, and value like Diamonds Direct. Your chance to get a free tennis bracelet from your friends at Diamonds Direct won't last long. Details at diamondsdirect.com.
Outdoor living is great, but it's best when it's at your own home. Well, there's a company called Outdoor Living Unlimited that will build you a deck, a patio, pergola, fire pit, all manner of things to enhance outdoor living at your place, even an outdoor kitchen. Get started right away. Contact Outdoor Living Unlimited now. Get your yard project onto Outdoor Living Unlimited's calendar while there's still openings. OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
There's an amazing supper club in Wisconsin Dells, Ish Nala, nestled among the pines and perched above the sandstone bluffs of Mirror Lake. The beauty, the history, the service, the food, the fun. Hi, this is Bob Prosser, owner of Ish Nala Supper Club in Wisconsin Dells. I've been a part of Ish Nala since 1973, and I am so proud to continue the tradition that began in 1953. Why not enjoy a brandy old-fashioned in one of our bars? Each with a spectacular view overlooking Mirror Lake, or just relax before or after dinner on one of our outdoor decks. Our Ish Nala chefs have prepared your favorites: 24-ounce ribeye, cold water lobster tails, North Atlantic salmon, and of course, Ish Nala's roast duck. Thank you for making Ish Nala Wisconsin's favorite supper club, where the only thing we overlook is Mirror Lake. I'm Bob Prosser, and I want to serve you.
The all-new Tempur-Pedic Adapt mattresses are available at Steinhofels. Get the new Tempur Adapt for only $52 per month when you use 60-month financing. Plus, you'll get $300 in Steinhofels cash. Start sleeping better tonight. Shop in-store or online at steinhofels.com.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here for my friends at Kohler Services. If you need a bath or shower remodel, turn to Kohler Services. Family owned for 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer providing care for life. And this month only, get 0% interest for 12 months on your Lugstone shower remodel. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote, with fast professional installation always included. That's KohlerServicesWI.com.
A good neighbor would give you a cup of sugar if you asked. At TrueStone Financial, we don't have any sugar, but we do have something even sweeter. Open and use a TrueStone checking account, and we'll give you up to $350 cash back. It's not exactly what the recipe called for, but $350 can buy you a lot of cookies. It's true, because we're TrueStone. Learn more and sign up at truestone.org. Offer subject to terms and conditions. Recipient responsible for applicable taxes. Membership required.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station. Call with your problem. We'll try to solve it. It's the Fix-It Show on WTMJ.
Dayton and David wrapping it up. Siding Unlimited and JB Construction sponsoring. As always, we thank them. This hour, Matt Hefter's been on with us from CertaPro Painters. We're going right to the phones because we have a lot of questions right at the end here. Brian from Cudahy, what's your question?
Good morning. I listen to your show pretty regularly, and I'm looking for a person or somebody to come in and paint my swimming pool. I've got an in-ground concrete with fiberglass walls on the pool, and I normally can do it, but I'm 70 years old, and I don't think getting up on a ladder in an in-ground pool is a good idea.
You can give us a call, CertaPro Painters. We'll come out and do your concrete pool. The only thing that we won't do is warranty it against leaks. But I can tell you we can chase out all the cracks that have happened, and we'll use a pool coating that is manufactured for your concrete pools.
I did call you guys recently, and I was told that you guys couldn't do it.
Give a call again and ask for Matt.
Ask for Matt?
The typical estimator because we probably do like 2 a year. The typical estimator probably just doesn't run into that. Just give us a call and ask for Matt, and I'll get you set up.
Oh, that's fantastic, because I can get the paint. It's a 2-part epoxy.
Correct.
And I just, like I said, I don't feel comfortable getting into a 10-foot hole by myself and painting walls at my age.
We'll take care of you.
Thanks,
All
Brian.
right.
Thanks for listening.
Matt. Should I wait for the Monday, or can I call at any time?
Call right now. Just tell them I said to shoot over a message with your contact information. I'll get a hold of you on Monday, and we'll get you set up.
Well, thank you very much.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Thanks, Brian. Have a good Father's Day weekend. We do have a couple of texts here that we can get to.
Yeah. Speaking of decks, I normally waterproof my deck every other year. Is this something that can be done professionally?
Yes.
Yes.
That one's easy.
Yep.
Regarding the garage floor painting, is it possible to paint over cracking and flaking floor? How do you do that?
Typically, no. We want to chase out the cracks. If the floor is flaking, assuming there's a coating down there, we will grind that off. And remove that coating and then put a new coating down.
You guys don't level, do you? You could get rid of like minor cracks?
There is some heaving that we can take care of. We don't want to get into the aggregate and get too deep into the coating, but if there is a little heaving and we need to take down a little bit, we can do that, yeah.
But back to that question, do paint over cracking, flaking? Because a lot of painting, not all of it, but a lot of painting is all the prep work.
Yeah.
Clean, dry, and dull.
You have to have a good base, and the base we want to start with is the concrete, not somebody else's coating, and we don't know what was on there. We want to grind it off and start from scratch.
But, I'm just saying in general that, walls, ceilings, cabinets.
Prep work.
Whatever you're doing, prep work. Because if you can do the best job that, greatest paint product, painter, but if what you're painting isn't ready for it, it's not going to last.
100%.
Yeah.
You bet.
All right. We have 1 minute left. Tell everybody what you all paint, what you can do, and where you go.
CertaPro Painters, we do. We cover everywhere where you're listening to us. The company has franchises around the entire country. So wherever you are listening, you can call CertaPro. Give us a call at 1-800-GO-CERTA, or you can call our local number at 414-321-8337. And we can get you scheduled for an estimate. Anything interior, exterior, residential, commercial, industrial, we do it.
Okay.
And if you're wondering whether or not it can be painted, just call. You'll
just
tell
call.
them. Like you said, you probably got a coating for it.
You betcha.
Give your number one more time, but slow it down.
414-321-8337. Or you can go right online at www.certapro.com. That's Certa with a C, and schedule your estimate online anytime, 24/7.
All right, Matt. Always good to have you in.
Yes, great to see you.
Also,
Enjoy
thank you.
grilling
Enjoy
tomorrow.
that meat you're going to have tomorrow.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
David, happy Father's Day weekend
Happy
to you
Father's
as well.
Day, yes.
We'll see you next week.
Next weekend.
We do it every Saturday, 7 to 9 o'clock. It is the Fix It Show. Coming in next, Rose Gray and the Fox World Travel Show.
This has been the Fix It Show on WTMJ, presented by J&B Construction and Siding Unlimited. Advice and opinions expressed during the